Cairo has rejected a proposal to allow U.S. citizens to cross the Rafah border from Gaza into Egypt, as announced by Israel and the U.S. earlier. Egypt wants humanitarian aid to reach the Palestinians in the Gaza Strip first, a demand that Israel has opposed since the outbreak of the conflict. The Rafah border crossing with Egypt is the only link between the Gaza Strip and the outside world. Meantime, Egypt's Foreign Minister Sameh Shoukry held talks with his German counterpart Annalena Baerbock in Cairo on Saturday. A press statement says Egypt has called on the international community and Western countries in particular to push Israel to refrain from escalating military operations against civilians in Gaza. The Turkish foreign minister also arrived in Cairo on his second visit to Egypt since both sides resumed ties after a decade-old standoff. Hakan Fidan met with Egyptian President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi to coordinate efforts to defuse the crisis in the Palestinian territories. The talks were followed by a meeting and press conference with Shoukry.
Developments in Gaza was the main core of our discussions. Our priority is to deal with the humanitarian crisis facing the Palestinians, the urgency to contain this conflict, the need to abide by the international law, and for everyone to refrain from attacks on civilians from both sides.
Egypt and Turkey reiterated the need to avert a ground offensive by Israel and open the borders for humanitarian aid to Gaza.
Bugün de görüşmelerimiz buna imkan tanıdı.
Turkey and Egypt share a common ground on the Palestinian cause. We also condemn all attacks on civilians. Ourselves and Egypt believe that the only way to solve this crisis is through a two-state solution with a Palestinian state on the 1967 borders and East Jerusalem as its capital.
67 sınırları dahilinde başkenti Doğu Kudüs olan
The top officials confirmed contacts will remain open with all sides in the hope of a quick resolution to this crisis. Yasser Hakim for CGTN, Cairo, Egypt.